What's going on, YouTube? This is Sports Gaming 1, and we are continuing our roster previews with the Clemson Tigers. We did Alabama yesterday, Clemson today. I'm going to show you the roster, and just a reminder, you can head over to sportscreators.com. You'll see a link there on the home page to the NCAA Football 19 rosters. That's going to take you to kind of the hub there where you can go and look at each team. You can look at the player transfers, and that's where I'm really counting on you guys to help me out, to make suggestions to the rosters, to let me know about players transferring, to let me know if a guy gets kicked off the team, whatever happens with these rosters. Maybe my depth chart is a little off. Maybe I've got a guy starting that shouldn't be, something like that. Maybe somebody's height, somebody's weight is off. This is a lot to do, so I'm really depending on you guys to help me out so we can get these rosters as accurate as possible, and that is really the goal here, so that we can begin doing our season in May with the updated roster. So again, if you guys could help me out, I would really appreciate it. sportscreators.com. There'll be a link in the description of this video as well if you want to go straight to that page. But let's go ahead and get right to it and take a look at the rosters here for the Clemson Tigers. All right, so we begin with the quarterback position, and again, just trying to get the starters done. You see Kelly Bryant is a 91. I have not done Johnson or Cooper. We also have to add in Trevor Lawrence here as well. But right now, again, just trying to get the starters done for each team. We've already shown you quarterbacks and running backs. You can see ETN a 96, Feaster a 95. And the speed for those two guys is unreal, and that's why they're rated so high. 95 speed for ETN, 97 for Feaster. So now let's head on to the receivers. We didn't do any fullbacks. And you can check out the receiver ratings. Hunter Renfrow, a 92, going to be their top receiver. And you see T. Higgins, an 84. Amari Rodgers, an 83. DeAndre Overton, an 80. And Travion Thompson, an 80. So, yeah, they lose some guys there. Deion Kane, Ray McLeod. And this isn't a great group of receivers. They still have Hunter Renfrow. He's going to be their, I guess their leading receiver probably. But other guys there I think are going to be ready to step up. So I think they're okay there at wide receiver. Tight end, Milan Richard in 86. I think he's the only player that we did at tight end. We now go to the offensive line. Mitch HYATT at 97 overall. He's going to be one of the better offensive linemen in college football. I think he had a chance to go pro. At left guard, John Simpson in 82. At center, Justin Falcinelli at 94. So you're seeing two really good offensive linemen that maybe could have gone on to the NFL. That's a big thing for them to be back. Matt Bockhorst in 75, not quite as good there. And then at right tackle, Sean Pollard at 77. So the right side of the offensive line, maybe not quite as good as that left side of the offensive line. So now we're going to move on to this defense. And it's exciting if you're a Clemson fan, especially on the defensive line. Here we go. Austin Bryant, a 95 overall. And then you go to the other side. Clelin Ferrell, a 93 overall. Yes, that's probably going to be the top two. The top combo for defensive ends in all of college football. And then at defensive tackle, Christian Wilkins, a 96. And Dexter Lawrence, a 91. So they are very good on that defensive line. Every starter on the defensive line is rated 90 or higher. That is just crazy. Actually, it'd be 91 or higher. That's just, I don't think we've ever seen a defensive line like this in college football. Then we go to the linebackers. Skowski, an 84. Trey Lamar at middle linebacker, an 89. And Kendall Joseph, a 97, another guy that could have gone on to the NFL. And again, this is all stat-based, so there's no personal, judgment or anything like that from me. I use stats to determine these ratings, and his stats are that good. He should, came out to be a 97. Corners, you see Trayvon Mullen at 83, Kayvon Wallace in 88, and Mark Fields in 88. And again, we have to do 3 cornerbacks because that number 3 cornerback does play as the nickelback on the game, if I'm not mistaken. Free safety, Isaiah Simmons, an 87. And then Tanner Muse, a 92. So this defense is just ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That's the only word for it. The defensive line is going to be the best in college football. Their linebackers are solid, and their secondary is going to be one of the best in college football. Just absolutely loaded on that side of the ball. I mean, this defense, it's legit. And you look at the offense, the weapons that they have, the speed they have at running back. Kelly Bryant, if he can develop a little bit better as a passer, this Clemson team is going to be tough to beat. And I've said that before, and it's true. So watch out for Clemson in 2018. If you want to see this team in action and see these rosters play out, you can of course watch Clemson versus Alabama. We've got that simulation up here on the channel if you want to go watch it. And if you want to see our breakdowns of Clemson, where we're breaking down the players leaving and the also the schedule preview, that is over on the SG1 Sports channel. And we're talking about Clemson on that channel today. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the Sports Gaming 1 YouTube channel.